Studios podcast in the building with my guy, Boogie Madeoff from San Jose, right?
Yes,
that
sir.
is correct. I believe you're from San Jose. I've been following you ever since one in San Jose. I love San Jose. I feel like it's a growing culture within the hip-hop community in the Bay Area because I felt like Oakland, Vallejo, Richmond, but San Jose has its own micro culture.
Yeah.
Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I agree to it. You know, and it's like a melting pot for like a lot of, like back in the day, a lot of the Bay Area artists, they could just come out to San Jose and perform at all the hip hop clubs and stuff like that. Like
all the hip hop clubs are down there.
Yeah, yeah.
They got a lot of good clubs in downtown San Jose.
Yeah.
Right, Wet.
Well, they don't exist anymore. But
Okay,
you know,
damn old. What is Wet now?
I think it's like a rock and jump place or something like that.
And there was definitely an era when E40 had his club out there.
Mm-hmm,
That,
the Ambassador's Lounge.
The Ambassador's Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a note from my producer right here. But yeah, man, like San Jose has definitely been part of the culture. Definitely, how you said, definitely part of the performing aspect of the culture. I like how it adapted the Shark Tank. You know, the tank because of the San Jose Sharks. A lot of people don't even know that, but it's called a tank because of the San Jose Sharks, and it just has its own growing scene, man. Boogie Madeoff, what you been up to, man?
Right now, I just been getting ready to put out this new record I got by TRAXAMILLIon. You know, I'm about to shoot a video for it probably in about a week or so. But yeah, I got this record I bought from TRAXAMILLIon, rest in peace. Like I've been holding on to it for a while. I just barely laid down the vocals to it, so now I'm trying to put it out. You know?
That's dope. And we're gonna talk about that off air because just the way tracks went, that was so sudden. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to go too deep into it, but it's just like he didn't tell anyone what he was going through, which is just crazy, you know. And then he passed away, and when he passed away, it was like. That's kind of when you like felt how big his impact was. Yeah. Just in the Bay Area. Of course, San Jose felt it, but like people almost didn't know Trax was from San Jose. You know what I mean? Like the demographic fan that's not too into it, right? They're just like they might have thought he was from Oakland or something like that. The way because it's unusual how networked he was.
Yeah, he was plugged in. He was doing stuff like when he passed, I started hearing a lot of his music on like Yo Gotti's albums. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Lil Boosie.
I didn't even know that he was on Yo Gotti's album.
Yeah,
Which song?
It's on his I think Yo Gotti's latest album. And I heard he got one with Lil Boosie on DJ Drama's album. So he was doing a lot, you know. I mean, he's from a neighborhood that's kind of like down the street from me. Like we both from the South Side, you know. So we always have mutual friends and stuff like that. But you know, we always seen each other in the streets and stuff like that. And out of nowhere, he just blew up, you know.
Well, it was just. And maybe it was just a blow up, I guess, because the Slap Addict kind of was like the big one for me when he came out with Slap Addict. Yeah. And then obviously he did every Bay Area artist. I think what was that era? Like 2010?
Like from 2005 to like
2009 or something like that. But like he had like that signature sound. It was almost his own movement. Yeah. You know, well, because he was part of the hype, part of all that. But his contribution to it was just immense. The sounds that he chose for his beats, the way that he constructed his beats, I mean, they were different. And they were recognized nationally, which, like, people forget. Like, there was big R&B artists that like wanted to get produced by Trax, you know what I mean? Which is great. And what's your relationship with Trax? Like, when did you meet Trax and all that?
I met him, like I said, like, we all have mutual friends. But, like, I kind of, like... I was always running into him because I used to throw these parties called Club 408, and I had every artist in San Jose. Pretty much had like 10 artists on there, and everybody from San Jose was on there. So like he used to see me at all the pretty much every liquor store that you would go to, you would see my flyer in it. So like every time I go to the store, only the person I see is you. Like every store I go to, it don't matter which one. Like all over town, I keep running. I respect your hustle. So then he invited me to go to the studio. I started working with him at the studio, and then you know the rest is just history. You know, and
so Trax A tapped in.
Yeah,
obviously looking at the liquor store, seeing you on the flyer. Yo, that's lit, bro. It was just crazy being around Trax, because when you are around Trax, he's a very gentle, calming soul. You know what I mean? He's not that typical artist like, yo, I'm loud, and we got like. He is very calm. He's almost like taking your temperature when he's like working with you. You know what I mean? And just networking in that aspect.
Yeah, real humble guy. You know what I'm saying? Going off energy and stuff like that. Like, you know, we're like we vibe. Like, you know, I guess like my sign and his sign, we just click. You know, and I guess he recognized my genius and I recognize his genius, and we just put it together. Like, you know,
What is your sign?
Cancer.
Okay. What are cancers like? What is their characteristics?
I don't know. I'm different. You know, I guess shit, moody and creative. You know, at the same time, I guess.
Emotional a little bit.
Yeah,
Moody's not necessarily emotional, but
yeah, I'm a critical thinker. You know what I'm saying? You know, it depends on who I'm around. You know, this is pretty much what it is. I guess I don't know, but you know, I'm different. That's all I know. I'm different than the rest. But
how do you feel about the current state of the San Jose music scene right now? And what's going on with the artists that are emerging? Because you've been in it for a while. You know, we've been in this game for a minute.
I've been in the game for a minute, but I kind of took a step back because, you know, a couple years ago I had a heart attack, so I kind of like fell back. So, and then like, you know, within the past few years, I started seeing a whole bunch of stuff come out, and a lot of people, like, you know, I guess they're just, you know, doing the internet thing. So I mean, I haven't really seen anybody really blow up out since TRAXAMILLIon, you know, and
Facts.
But you know, I see it. I guess I don't know. I guess
Snow the product.
Oh yeah, Snow. Yeah, she's dope. She's dope.
She come out of San. It's almost surprisingly she comes out of San Jose though, right? Because she doesn't like rep it hella hard, but like she is from San Jose. Like
yeah. I never had a chance to run into her when I was coming up, but yeah. But she doing her thing. I'm a fan of her music too. But no, I mean I see a lot of stuff coming out. I guess it's my turn because, you know, when I was out running around doing my thing, you know, I was making an impact, but I was like more in the streets. Yeah. It was like before the internet, like we was selling CDs out the trunk of the car. Like I sold like 30,000 CDs out the palm of my hand.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and every month we was dumping out 10,000 flyers a month. You know what I'm saying? Just no matter what it was, as long as my name was on it, it was in every liquor store every month. And on our cars, we was doing promotion. Like my thing was like street team. As long as I'm in the streets, somebody gonna get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got real fans. Like people that give me their money for my music. Like I don't know about, like I'm still new to all this download stuff. I haven't really got hip to it, you know. So I guess that's. I mean, even people now these days, like, you know, like it's only a chosen few people that really winning on the internet like that. You know what I'm saying? Like unless they manipulate numbers. So I mean, you still got to take it back to the streets, I guess. At some point.
Feels like Lil Russell does a good job of that.
Yeah.
Very heavy on the media side, but he's doing his media in the streets.
Yeah, and he got a core fan base. He brings people to his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know, he got it locked in. So, you know,
he sound like you roasted, man.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not roasting. That was a joke.
No,
but it's funny the way you said it because it's kind of wild that he's bringing people to his house, Boogie. Like would you bring people to your house?
I mean,
if you was popping like that, you had your own house?
If I had a big enough space, yeah. I mean, because you ain't got to pay for no venue, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make your own rules, you can charge what you want. You know, everybody know. That's like he's pretty much like, if you got a club and instead of making the club popular and paying the club money, like, that's his club, that's his house. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not being political. You know what I mean? He's not throwing beefs out there and stuff like that. So I think it's completely safe to throw a show at your house.
Yeah.
Which is still a crazy-ass concept, though. You know, like your neighbors, the porta potty situation. Because I think at first, like his first couple of shows, he was letting people use his bathroom, and he complained like someone took a shit on the floor.
For real?
Yeah, and he was just like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be doing this no more. I gotta go with the porta potty." But it's kind of funny to see that growth from him.
Yeah. You know, I think the main thing, a lot of people just got respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like you know, I never met him personally. I don't know him personally like that. You know, but I mean, like you said, a lot of people got respect for him. I think that's why they just show up. They just want to just be in his presence because he got that aura. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there is an aura. There is an aura. Remember the time that we were kind of doing it tough, like you had mentioned? Because, you know, I think I was doing shows around then, kind of when I seen you on the internet. We were more on Facebook back then, stuff like that, right? Definitely was more of a street thing, like you had said, man. People are out there on the streets. These kids, Boogie, seem very introverted, man. They don't seem like they're doing that half as tough as we did.
Yeah, I mean, because it's so easy to become a rapper. These days, all you need is a computer. And then you can, you know, I guess what somebody said, likes is the new currency these days. You know what I'm saying? Like
social currency.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you believe that?
No, because I don't. My checks from likes don't look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? My internet sex don't look good. Like, I'm used to the door money. Like, yeah.
But there's a certain amount of respect you get from people who've never met you, though, who've only known you in this digital metaverse called social media, though, right? And that does pay off in a certain way.
I mean, I guess, you know, I guess when I don't know. I mean, I gotta just tap into. I gotta get more involved in it. I guess. I mean, you know, online. You know, it's just because we're gonna say I don't know because I can throw an event and 500 people online say they're gonna come, but
they don't.
Only 50 people show up.
50 people show up.
You know,
you know that though. See, the real street dude.
Yeah,
the guy who's actually throwing an event because that was like knowledge from actually. Because you ever throw an event with someone that's ever thrown an event? And they're just like, oh, all these people gonna come, we gonna invite them. Like, they're not going to come, man. They're gonna come on the third invite, maybe the fourth if all the 3 shows before that are popping.
Yeah,
but they're not gonna come out there. Is that like a good thing or a bad thing? You think with the social? Because like for me, I think it's a good thing. So I know I just asked you that, but I think it's a good thing because it's like a new thing. But social currency can work for you if you use it right. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way that I think about it. Like, social currency can get you open doors and kind of pay for certain opportunities I think you couldn't normally get without it.
I think if that's it's a component to all the other stuff that needs to get put. Like, so if you got that going, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then you put it all together, then it adds up to something, then you can sell all of it, you know what I'm saying? But if you only got one, I got likes, you know what I'm saying? I got views, but, you know what I'm saying? But where's the dividends at? Like, you know, how much you selling, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I don't know, like I'm saying, like, that's not my level of expertise. That's something I probably need to, I got to hire somebody for that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's not wrong to hire someone for that, right?
No, because I mean I don't know how to do it. So.
There's people on Fiverr. You know about Fiverr?
Yeah, Fiverr. Yeah.
There's social media managers on Fiverr that are in the Philippines that work really good, really cheap. You know, so I implore if you're like Boogie here, like, hey, designate that responsibility to someone else. That's a smart move.
I think that's who did. That's I think somebody did it on Fiverr. I don't know where he was at, but he did my one sheet. That's what she's saying.
He did it clean, right?
Yeah,
cheap for like $10.
Like, I paid $55. I can get the whole thing.
Okay, $55. That fed him for a whole week. He was balling.
Yeah,
I think that's a cool era that we are in because we have Fiverr, we have resources, we can kind of reach out to the world and then help us with the marketing and aspect. I mean, they're doing whole music videos in AI. Have you explored that?
I mean, I kind of no, but I want to do something like that, but like more like cartoonish, you know. But
what's your vision? Tell me, like.
Actually, shit, the 1, 2, 3 video might be dope for a cartoon.
Right,
you know,
see?
For the kids and stuff like that. Because
it's different. It would be different to do it like that, right?
Yeah, that'd be hella dope. Let me see. I don't know. I mean, I still got to put I don't know, because it's shit. It might be dope.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's good. I'm grateful that we have this conversation because you are a character. As long as I've known you, and you're more outspoken. Maybe not putting it toward the internet yet, but if you like maybe a cartoon version of yourself, and you can act out more with that character and touch across topics on the internet, you know what I mean? Have someone doing all the animation for you, just spilling some ideas out, or just telling AI like, this is the idea I want for this video.
Yeah,
that might be a good thing.
Yeah,
you know, Boogie Madeoff might have a greater career in cartoon version than in real life. You know? What I mean?
Not for real, because. I mean, I said, like, you know, I've been doing this since, so I was 15, you know. I
feel like I seen you on there in 2005, 2004, right?
2004, and then, like, so, I put out my first CD probably, like, when I, like, not even CD, like, I started, I put out my CD, like 99. Like, you know what I'm saying? I recorded at the Boys and Girls Club, and I was just selling it on the street, and that's how I pretty much got my start when I was running with China's Cabinet and doing music with them, and then Y2K Associates, and... You know, I just started like just building from there, and I pretty much just went on a run for like forever, like prior to like I don't know, like 2010, 2012, 13, something like that. And then you know, I signed with Goto in 2010. I put out the Boogie Womack album, and then we had that song "Hard for Me to See." It peaked at a number 2 on CMC. It was number 3. It was Rihanna. It was Rihanna, Eminem, and it was somebody else, and it was me. You know what I'm saying?
Lit.
So it was.
That was the Chewy Gomez era.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
CMC was the biggest video thing in the Bay Area. Let's stop playing about it. It was like huge, especially for you to get on that. That was a great era to be on because that's when it was still popping. You know.
Yeah, no, I had like 4 videos this year on CMC that I put out because I was just testing the waters. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing stuff out there.
Right.
The lady, I forgot her name. The lady that the program director over there. She was accepting on my videos and stuff like that. Like she's been cool. Like, you know, and like I signed a little contract with her, and then I sent my video in, and then next thing I know, Chewy Gomez he's still in there. He's still on there.
He's still on there. You've watched it recently?
Yeah, I asked him why my girl's like, are they about to play your video? He's like, the next video we got Boogie Madeoff. They play my video. You know what I'm saying?
That is fucking.
Yeah, so it was crazy.
That's because Chewy Gomez is Barry Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yep.
They have a Barry Hall of Fame for music. Chewy Gomez is going in like first ballot, bro. Like,
yeah.
Because he was on KBL and Wild 94.9. He's been through all that. You know what I mean? Tell me your relationship with the Bay Area radio stations and how do you find networking capabilities with them? How do you get in with them and then just your overall relationship? I feel like you had some relationship with KCSF and stuff like that. And
like I mean, you know, we went through the whole little network program. You know what I'm saying? With Rick Lee and them back in the day.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Network and Rick, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so we did that. So I won't go into detail how we made that happen, but you know, we was on the radio for a little bit, but then it just stopped after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the person. So you know.
I already know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm already 5 steps ahead of what happened and where you ate dinner and.
Yeah. Okay. So you know, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then, but I got like I deal with a lot of college radio too, like KSJS radio. You know what I'm saying?
That's where Robot came from. Before she's on KML now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro. You don't know Ro? She was like a DJ at KJSF and then San Jose, San Jose State Radio, and then now she DJs for the big people. You know?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, okay.
So you know, we was over there. I remember
because you were there when Louis Seidel was there.
Yeah, Louis Seidel. Yeah.
He was putting on for the Bay Tough. I felt like, right?
Yeah, he was charting out my songs on there. Yeah. I remember sending me the little reports. He was charting out my songs on there. We hit like #1 a couple of times.
You were good around San Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those that don't know how I met Boogie, I mean, you posted very well. You were in San Jose a lot. You knew a lot of the San Jose crew because the San Jose crew was almost like a microcosm. Like they only kind of messed with themselves and they knew of each other. Like when Sean Black and all them was, do you know what I mean? And doing shows at Johnny V's and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, San Jose. Like 15 years later, it could be just like that, but just bigger, but just its own microcosm. Because that's what you get from San Jose rappers. Like they really fuck with each other, like they're dead, because they know of each other. You know, and I found respect in that. Because like, I think like 99, 2000 was running around. Sean Black was kind of first running all them. You know what I mean? It was just like mess with each, and I respected that. And I'm like, man, these guys could blow up and then only fuck with each other. Like. That'd be because I felt like a lot of that hip hop scene comes from San Jose. Am I not lying? Like
kind of, but I think that's kind of the downfall too. Because if you and then like 10 other people are the biggest people out here, you know what I'm saying? Like where y'all gonna grow from there? Like nobody's reaching, nobody's stepping out to get other networks, you know what I'm saying? Like or like like Big Mike, you know what I'm saying? He went to LA. You know what I'm saying? He owned that.
Big Mike made it happen out in LA. Yeah, that was the best thing. Yeah, because he had UGMX popping out here, and UGMX was a staple. Yeah, and I felt like he kind of was like, bruh, she could get way bigger. What am I doing, wasting my time with Barry, MC Hammer out here? Like, LA's right there. I felt like companies do good from the Bear that go out there to LA, because the studio that was out here, 17 Hertz.
Yeah.
Right? He did well out there. He was just a local studio out here by my house, and then did the same thing in LA, and he got big ass LA cats coming through.
I met Nipsey Hussle at 17 Hertz.
Stop playing. Out here down the street.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about. I seen Paul Wall there. Yeah. Freeway, just randomly, ran into Freeway with a bunch of Asian gangsters. I'm like, what's going on? I guess it was like the 454 movement there. They were there, and I'm like, okay, this wild, like. Yeah. Great time. I think 17 Hertz was a great era, man.
Yeah.
What can you say the top 3 popular most recording spots in San Jose are? You gotta say Trax. You gotta say Trax, right? You gotta include Trax. Trax was the mecca.
Final Mix Studios, UGMX Studios, and
UGMX Studios.
What's the dude?
Right by the performance venue. It's crazy. That building y'all had was wild.
What's the dude? Steve Glass. He been around for a minute. Final Mix Studios.
Final Mix Studios. I never heard of that.
He's been around forever. He's just quiet. He don't hang around. He don't hang around all the group of rappers. He just deal with a select clients. I think he deals with a lot of bands and stuff like that. But he didn't have
bands. Okay, yeah. Those are the very legit studios.
Yeah.
Where they ask us our people limit. But
Official Studio, Official Studios.
What was it? Official Studios?
Official Studios.
Okay, Official Studios. Shout out Official Studios.
Yeah, they got
There's a lot more now, but back then, there was like really good ones. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I just stayed in my circle with people that I work with. Like, you know, I didn't really run around, bounce around to too many different studios and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, but
DJ Habanero's out there, right?
DJ Habanero.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh yeah, I remember him. But I remember before he was a DJ, he was just high. He would just go to his house on the east side and go record over there.
I was really connected out there in the San Jose area. I feel like.
Yeah, he was connected. Yeah. Everybody went over there. I was over there hanging out for a while. Just go over there. I mean, my boy Nutso. We used to kick it with
Nutso Fly.
No, not Nutso Fly.
Okay, because there was a couple of Nutsos, you know.
The Mob Star.
Yeah, Mob Star Nutso. Yeah, he used to pose very tough. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said. I remember how I met him. He said the first day he came into San Jose, he moved to San Jose. He said first thing I seen was your flyer, Club 408. You know, I just had to meet who this was because I had every rapper on there. You know what I'm saying? So
now you were a party promoter, right?
I mean, like that's all I pretty much.
You promoted shows at least. Very least.
So I got my start from like working for like pretty much like Y2K. I was the street team. And I started working for Brian, like Best Kept Secret. I was passing all his flyers, promoting all his shows. Like, you know, I was helping him blow up, and I didn't even know it because I was just too young to get in the club. But I was just promoting passing all his flyers. Me and all my buddies were too young to get in the club, so we just running the streets all night passing all the flyers. You know what I'm saying? So
that is dope.
Little did I know, like he making like $5-10 grand a show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He thought that was a couple $100, but I pretty much grasped that concept from that and just started doing my thing.
I want to talk about that time in San Jose was the mecca for battle rapping, and grind time was hot. Do you remember that era?
Yeah, I remember that like dirt back then. But I
you never participated in those, right?
Nah.
Okay, but a lot of your peoples did. Your crews did.
Like I only person I could think of that come to mind was like dirt back then.
He was amazing at it.
Yeah, and I mean, I think didn't he go to overseas or something like that?
Yeah, bro, he went big off that. Yeah, and he won one of the major competitions, you know. Mm-hmm. That was after, like, Disaster had won. Disaster was kind of, you know, because Disaster, Dirtbag, I mean, come on. Like, that was a era, especially for San Jose, Boogie. Like, that was...
Like, I know Dirtbag because I went to high school with him, but, like I don't know who Disaster is. Like, I'm not really, like, I can't, like, we talk about that. I'm not really, like, educated on it, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
you was around that era, though. You saw it, though, right?
Yeah, but I never really went to I never went to like about a rap. I mean, I heard people talking about it, you know what I'm saying, but I never went to any of the events, stuff like that.
Yeah. Thought you might have known because it was just in San Jose. It was huge. First thing that was kind of big on the internet out of the Bay Area, I felt like, you know what I mean? Because like nerd kids all across the nation would watch these battles. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Yeah. And it like set the nation on storm. It was amazing, man. I kind of want to go back to your heart attack thing.
Okay.
If you're done, talk about that.
Yeah.
What do you think kind of led up to that? Was it a health issue, diet, exercise, and what kind of advice can you give to avoid? Because I feel like a lot of artists are plagued with that, with constant drug use and diet and traveling, and do you know what I mean? The constant stress of making music and the money. And
there was a lot of things going on. Y'all, I'll tap into it because like right after time my daughter, she died at the hospital a couple times, right? And then
wait, what?
It's like, you know, I was going through a lot at that time. My daughter, she had a whole bunch of health problems, so that's what kind of slowed me down for the past couple of years too. Because my daughter was pretty much like she got like 3 organ problems, so I got like it's either a nurse got to be with her or I got to be with her. So it slowed me down for hella years. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to hear about that. What was her condition, if you don't?
She got 3 organ problems. She got so she was like when she was born with her aorta branch was on the other side of her body, so they had to remove it somehow and then place it on the right part because when it died, I mean, it was squeezing all her organs together. So she was suffocating. So she was suffocating on her own spit. She was like, if she drink a regular liquid, she'll suffocate on that. So it's just on. It's just
That's excruciating.
Yeah,
especially for you being a father, you can't do nothing about it. Right?
Yeah, and then and then if she eats, she'll choke, and I got to do CPR. I do CPR for like 30, 40 times. You know what I'm saying? Just
so she's just eating a regular meal. She could just easily choke. Pretty
much, yep. And then she just and then now I got to give her. I'm trying to figure out an easy way to because it's a whole bunch of stuff. So
it's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, so that kind of contributed to my heart attack. I was stressed out every day.
Oh my god,
dealing with that, and then so now she's doing better now. She's 5 years old now, right? So I've been going through this for like 5 years. So she's 5 years old now. The doctors just barely cleared her to go to a regular elementary school because this whole time she was at a pediatric daycare. It's either a hospital or a pediatric daycare. And
what is a pediatric daycare? I'm sorry.
So pretty much it's a daycare.
Special needs.
Special needs kids, like a lot of kids are in there. They can be there till they're 21. You know what I'm saying? But like a lot of kids in there on the wheelchairs. They're just, you know what I'm saying? They just can't take care of themselves, or they, you know what I'm saying? They need 24-hour care. So I pretty much trained myself to be a nurse. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I was like for. Like when I stopped rapping, I was doing that. You know what I mean? Like for I still do it now. I guess she still needs treatment. You know what I'm saying? But she's a lot better. She's growing out a lot of the issues. So pretty much. So let's say when she was born, like she was for her first 3 weeks of her life, she died at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And then they brought her back. You know what I'm saying? She made it, and then I guess they had to do all kinds of surgeries on her. And then she's in the hospital for months and months and months. And I had to go to court. I want full custody of her, and from her mom. You know what I'm saying? And then me and her mom and her family, we all funking. It's just crazy shit going on, you know what I'm saying? And then, I got a habit at the time, doing a lot of powder, you know what I'm saying? Stressing out, dealing with that, running back and forth to the hospital.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
vices.
Dealing with people, dealing with my baby mama's family. And then, one day they was talking about they came to my house to come get me. You know what I'm saying? So
who came?
My baby mama's family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of got ugly, you know what I'm saying? And then, I said a couple days later after that, I had a heart attack. I was high and I had a heart attack at the house. And then I didn't know I had a heart attack. I just knew something was wrong. I just drove myself to the fire department. And then...
Why the fire department?
Because it was the closest place to my house.
Interesting.
And then, if they call, everybody coming.
And they can get you to wherever you got to go fast. That's a smart move, bro.
Yeah.
I would totally pass up the fire department. Like, you went there. Like, that's genius, actually. Like, no, really. I hate to stop on that part of the story, but, like, stopping at the fire department because they're going to rush you into the damn hospital. And they got, like, maybe certain privileges. No. They just called in the ambulance. People, they came right there. Like, 'cause I still didn't know I had a heart attack, right? So I went down there, right? I was like, man, I need some help. Like, was it drugs? Like, yeah, right. So they put the EKG machine on me. Everybody started looking at each other, right? I get in the ambulance, come. They put the machine on me. Everybody started looking at each other. I get to the hospital, right? And then everybody started looking at each other. They put a machine on me, and so I'm sitting in the room chilling, right? I'm thinking, like, I partied a lot, and then I went to the hospital. They sent me back home, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to go back home. The doctor come in, you know why you here? I was like, no, here because you had a heart attack. I was like, but wasn't it difficult for them to know because you were on that?
No, they seen it.
They seen the separateness in it?
Yeah, they seen
Okay. Because usually when you go to the hospital for something like that, in your heart, they always, bro, you take an upper, an energy drink, meth, coke, and it's like they kind of act like you're in the wrong. You know what I mean? It's like that's all it is. But that's amazing. They knew the difference. I feel like it'd be tough to know the difference.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like, and then as soon as the doctor told me I had a heart attack, I just broke down and started crying. You know, I was like the worst thing that could happen in that situation happened. And
why were you crying? Like, what was going through your thought process? Like, this is it, or this is something new to deal with, or like?
Yeah, like I always knew it could happen, but it just happened to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then. So like, that I was in the hospital like 7 days. I got 2 stents in my heart right now. You know what I'm saying? So
what is that? What is a stent? Is it a valve passage or something like that? Or?
So pretty much like, I got coronary arteries. So pretty much I got a blockage in my artery. So they had to put some special tool or whatever in my heart to open up my artery. I had to put 2 of them in there. You know what I'm saying? To take out, to remove the blockages. So I got to take medication every day, like all kind of stuff.
Just in your blood and all that, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll drop like 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I was like 300 pounds at the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I mean, so for like the past 2 years, only thing I was focused on was my health, working out. Like I go to the gym, I do kickboxing, I do boxing, I do HIIT classes.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your diet like?
Right now, because like, man, so my wife came back home, so I just been eating a lot of food that they make and the kids eat, so I kind of put on like 10 pounds. But, you know what I'm saying? But normally it's just really like mostly just vegetables and fruits and then a little bit of meat, a lot of protein shakes, and then I do a lot of sea moss, you know what I'm saying?
Sea moss is great.
You know what I'm saying? Like any like beet juice, because beet is good for the blood.
Beet's great.
You know what I'm saying?
You got
like,
a juicer?
Yeah, I mean, I got the ninja thing. What it is?
The ninja thing, that's good. Yeah, smoothies and stuff. Yeah.
So for 2 years I was mastering that. You know what I'm saying? I was just focusing on that, and then my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the hospital, because when my daughter was first going to the hospital, like they knew they could tell I had a problem, and they was like, so pretty much, are you capable enough to even take your daughter home? Because if you're not, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it.
They're thinking about your daughter. Obviously, you know that's a good thing for the hospital. Yeah, because they seem kind of soulless at times. But that's good. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So I had to get on my A game and show them I was up for the job. So that was a challenge to me. So I was like, man, forget this rap shit, forget everything. You know what I'm saying? Like this rap shit, probably the reason why I got into the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I just made a promise to my daughter that I wasn't gonna, you know, take time and energy and take time away from her from trying to be a rapper. Like I'm gonna make sure she comes out all right. That was my job. And ever since I started putting them first, I've been seeing a lot of rewards. I've been getting a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like my life started getting better. You know what I'm saying? My finances started getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like I work at VTA now. Like I got a good job. Make 6 figures a year now. Like I ain't never make that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make that in the rap game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so now I'm able.
I bet the rap game taught you to make that. Because the rap game, when people convert over to real, like they do their jobs better. I feel like because they went so hard at it in the industry and they realized how much you need to be self-sufficient, that carries over. Yeah. When you actually do get a regular job. I just felt like everyone that was an artist that was minor successful at it becomes major successful when they work.
Yeah, and also too, I'm older too, so I'm like, when I was like,
you're wiser.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
less to do too, because when you have less to do, you become a better employee, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I'll be here on time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally not gonna go out, because that's why I was always late. Because like, I just be going out. And I can't get to bed before midnight. Like I have insomnia. It's crazy. You deal with anything like that, like insomnia? Or like...
Yeah, I got bad anxiety. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got PTSD from a lot of stuff doesn't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I got, you know, and then I got to deal with the kids, and I got to make sure, like, I'm on point for them. So sometimes I got to take breaks, and then, you know, being married and having kids, all that, there's a whole lot to come with that. Yeah.
It's a juggle.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
it's a different kind of stress, but it seems like a more wholesome stress for you because, you know, it's something you can manage.
Kinda, and then my wife, she's the reason why I'm taking steps back into the rap game, because she's like, you know, you putting so much into being a good man, a good dad around the house. We want to see Boogie Madeoff. We want to see Womack. We want to see Boogie Man.
And that's you, and that makes you more you, correct?
Yeah.
How does it feel doing music? Is it vitalizing? You're thinking of more about opportunities and problems now, like.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, this is so like I said, like honestly, she the reason why I'm here right now.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? She the reason why I reached out to Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, so what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she's like, I'll help you pay for whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Just get out there and do it. I was like, you know what? All right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just reach out to Mike. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I like Mike because he's attentive, you know what I'm saying? He's intentional. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's real responsive, like a quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just telling me exactly how it is and how we're going to do it, and it's getting done. You know what I'm saying?
People should appreciate people like Big Mike more because they're not just trying to see themselves blow. They're trying to see other people blow up, man. It's like we go through a lot because we feel like we put so much energy out for other people. It's not always reciprocated back, and it should be reciprocated back double. Yeah. You know what I mean? In order to make this work. So having people behind you is big, Boogie. I'm just saying, man. You guys have people behind you, obviously. It's huge. A lot of artists that podcasts don't, especially ones with numbers. Because once you get numbers and you start getting weird, you start putting this ownership value on something that you don't even own, you know, and you're trying to maximize these profits while selling your soul out. Like, I like people that are just humble. You know, because you're not going to always maximize every dollar potential. Like, it's really just to know that the path you're on is great. Mm-hmm. You know, what are your plans for this year? 2025. It's
Blow
coming
this-
up, man.
Blow this song up, you know, get this song, you know, get the blessings from TRAXAMILLIon, you know what I'm saying, from up above, and get this song going, you know, get it charted, you know, try and get it, you know, get on some major shows. I mean, you know, trying to explore every option I can do with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like, I don't really got into any other resources that I'm gonna put more energy into other than him right now, to be honest with you.
And it seems like, I don't know if Mike wants to jump in on this, but the show game has changed. I used to be a promoter, and Boogie used to be a promoter too. Mike, obviously, you throw contests and all types of events. There's the kid, the younger generation doesn't seem to go after it like our generation does.
Yes, well, what it is, just everything is just so easy. Everything is.
A little closer, Mike. Sorry.
Mic check. Yes,
Yeah, you're good.
yes. So everything is just like so easy now, you know, because I mean, you know, just like I know that everything is in the palm of your hand on your phone. So you can be famous today and not famous tomorrow, you know. So it's that easy. So that's what's taken away from the industry. And being in the industry for about 27 years now, I've learned that at the end of the day, like, you know, to piggyback off what Boogie was saying, is that hand-to-hand combat, the street promotion, that's never went away. But a lot of the kids have been raised on the internet, so they don't understand that. You know, I mean, it's times that to this day, I still promote. I'll get up to 5,000 flyers, and I'll go out and I'll just throw them on the ground out in Venice Beach. People are walking by, the first thing they do is look down. You know, and they keep seeing that. Eventually, they're going to pick it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or they're going to know and ask, who is that? You
Right.
know? So it's those kind of things. I mean, I'm telling on myself, and I'm littering, but at the same time, that's, you know, it's the main thing is just, it's kind of, you know, I mean, I'm a firm believer, and I've told you this before, is that, you know, show me who you hang with, I'll show you who you are. And if I go in the room and everybody knows me, I'm in the wrong room.
Especially if you're the smartest one in the room, too.
Come on, yeah. So
I stay in that room.
I'm more so like I like to step out the box. I've always stepped out the box. And,
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, leaving San Jose wasn't to, you know, sell out or anything like that. It was BET picked me up, and they saw my value as well as my experience and my dedication. And what I did is I just went and got knowledge and tried to bring it back to the Bay to be able to show them that there is another place and there is a music industry. Because us in the Bay, we're all taught to hustle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I went to LA and people weren't hustling like I was used to doing out in the Bay, I was like, this is different.
Yeah.
But that's why I opened up really quick in the music industry is because of the fact that I was willing to wake up and get out there. And that's just what it is. So the music, like, again, when it comes to the kids, that's just how it is. I do about almost 135 schools a year. You know what I mean? Go to schools, and I've taken, back in the days, I've taken Tyga, I've taken Ray Sherman, Audio Push, New Boys, my nephew Silento, we did the song Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay. Gabby Wilson, you guys know her as Her.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean? Took
Yeah.
all them into schools and let them perform at schools. And that's why I've always told Boogie and this was about 15 years ago. You know, and that's when I first heard the song when they were creating the song. You know, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge song now, yeah.
Now that song, now that we're starting to release it, I guarantee you, we're gonna have kids on that.
Oh, I don't doubt
We're
it.
gonna have. I mean, we're gonna teach.
Well, I see you work with a lot of youth, too. That looks
that's
very
what
promising.
We're gonna educate them.
Yeah.
And now that I'm with TikTok and stuff like that, shout out to TikTok and shout out to WM Partners and everybody. We're gonna take this to another level. I mean, you know how they got the TikTok dances, that's cool.
Yeah.
But TikTok Shop, you know, Music
It's
Live,
great. Yeah,
is about to
their-
blow up.
their
And
live game's
nobody
crazy.
understands it.
I seen that.
So this 1, 2, 3 song. Watch what I say when I just already know it can go into education. It can go everywhere.
Yeah.
It can go everywhere.
I'm not discrediting that.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be, you know what I mean? It's not like you just, you know, we gonna remix it. We gonna make it like, you know what I mean? Snoop did it.
Oh,
Snoop
yeah.
has all kind of counting songs. I mean, come
But Snoop's
on.
come on.
But if you get every.
Snoop does a lot, though.
Snoop does do a lot. Exactly.
It's hard to categorize this
But-
man. He's like everywhere.
But I say all that to say that you have to understand, if you got 2- and 3-year-olds that's learning how to count. 1, 2, 3 is like ABC.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the first, that's the first education they learn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not have a song that goes with it? And I'm just keeping it 100. I can guarantee you, everybody, some people may think, oh man, that's corny, this and that, this and that.
No.
But at the end of the day, the corniest shit is the shit that lasts. And I'm gonna tell you that. And when I say this, and I don't look at it.
That's a bar, Mike.
I don't look at the song being corny because it can go both ways.
Right.
Once you hear the song, you'll understand what I mean.
Right.
The song goes both ways. The kids, I guarantee you, the kids are gonna be like 1, 2, 3. You know me. I guarantee you.
My God.
I'm telling you.
You're networked in. I don't doubt it, man.
I've been doing this, and I know for a fact. So when he brought, when I even heard him perform it, when me and Rick Lee heard him perform it, me and Rick looked at each other and said, that's a hit. Especially when it comes to what you do, Mike, with the kids.
Yeah.
Rick told me that automatically. I already told him. I said, man, I knew this was a hit a long time ago. But like Boogie said, he was going through his own trials and tribulations, which teaches us all to come together, no matter what. I mean, Boogie was supposed to be the first artist that I signed.
Yeah, I was.
In UGMX.
Yeah.
He was the first artist that I wanted to sign, and he didn't want to sign the contract. You know what I mean? But again, all that, it was a reason for that. God works in mysterious ways. There's a reason for that for us to get back to here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's
Absolutely.
how I look at it. I know he's gonna be successful, but it's gonna be up to him. Because I can do my part, but it's gonna be up to him to do the rest.
No, that's what I told my girl. I was like, although Mike, he calling me, you know what I'm saying, see if I'm on point. Cause he the type cut you off with no warning, you know what I'm saying? I was like, so, one, I respect, you know what I'm saying? He gave me the same energy he gave me, I gotta give it right back. So I was like,
Bro, I don't know if you
saying?
see the artist, because I follow Mike. He's working with a huge caliber artist, and his network out there is undeniable, man.
Yeah.
And just to see the artists that he's pushing, the events he's throwing, and for him to co-sign you and believe in you, I hope you understand that, because it's like, and no disrespect, Boogie, you're a name, man. I seen you push, bro.
Yeah,
but he just didn't maybe get to that second level, right?
Yeah,
so
just the opportunity.
And you need so for him to be at that awareness, like I'm down to sign something now. That's great, because I try to tell a lot of artists, go sign. You keep acting like you made the iPhone your damn self. You didn't. Like you fucking didn't, man.
We're not even talking about signing.
And you don't want to pay people You don't want to pay people that are investing their money into you and not their own wife. Like, think about that again, bro. These guys are taking their time out for money they can go to their wife and their kid, and they're putting in, and you want to come off unappreciative? Yeah. Like, I can do it on my own? Like, no, you cannot. No, you cannot. And so I'm just, see Boogie take the step with you. That's great, man.
Yeah, man. It makes it more personable too, as well, because it's not like, I just met a new artist,
right?
And
you have history.
Get to know that artist.
No, you have
have history. You know what I mean? We can sit and talk. We can argue like brothers, and the next day we'll be like, all right, well, what we gonna do?
History is important because it's like with the music, they're not necessarily your family, but they become family. So it feels just better to do with people you're familiar with.
That's
familiar.
And I've never taken from anyone. You know what I mean? I've always given, and it's the main thing is the fact that it's regardless how we look at this. It's an industry. It's going to cost money to invest in yourself to be able to get to another level.
It's not a hobby; it's a business.
It's always good to know somebody, to be somebody. How about that?
And also too, because like I told myself, like you can spend 10, 15 years dealing with the wrong people and never get nowhere. But like if you deal with the right person, you get to where you want to be. And I was like, I spent a whole bunch of money trying to make it, but you know what I'm saying? Like with somebody help you delegate your funds to the right areas to get the results you want to get. You know what I'm saying? That's a big key to it too.
That's factual.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll see him on red carpet. You'll see him on watch.
Well, I don't doubt with you, Mike.
You'll see.
Last thing I want to ask too is, what are you looking in terms of the Bay Area and LA? Where do you want to grow more this year, and what are your goals for both areas?
I mean, like I would. Of course, I would love to see myself sell at the San Jose Arena, but I got a lot more work I got to put in. But I need that stamp from LA, because I done got my stamp out here, but I need a bigger stamp. I need a stamp from the gatekeepers and the decision makers, and you know what I'm saying, people that can open up the doors and make it happen. I need to make my name big enough to come back here. Cause I can come here. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody come and see me right. I mean, I could push. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. It's still a gamble. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gambling anything you do. But I need some more. What's it? Fuck, I can't.
Traction.
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. Boogie Madeoff, man, named after my favorite scammer. We go into that. Hey, man, we've been chatting for about an hour now, so we're gonna get out of here, man. But anything you want to promote? Or we get out of here and we got the new song with Trax, right?
Yeah, that 1, 2, 3, man, produced by TRAXAMILLIon. Just be looking forward. It's coming. The song coming. The video coming. Just be ready. Man, that's it.
That's what my guy Boogie Madeoff, backed by the big guy, Big Mike, man. Look out for him because the mic's pushing you. You got a lot of potential behind you, man. I want to thank you for coming on today, man, all the way from San Jose. Boogie Madeoff on Instagram. He's Boogie Madeoff, correct?
Yeah, Boogie. I think Boogie _Madeoff.
Mike, you have to give us some work, Mike. We're gonna put it through the blender, man. All right, Boogie Man, go at my guy on Instagram, man. Next big thing coming. I appreciate y'all. Create Studios podcast.
Shout out to Create Studios, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
We are out of here. Thank y'all, Mike. Thank you, everyone. All right, Boogie.
Thank
We're
you.
out. Have a good weekend, guys.